When it comes to fraudulent accounts on your child's credit report, typically parents aren't seeing that because they're not monitoring their child's credit report. So the common signs of this occurring would be if you start to receive letters in the mail addressed to your child. These letters coming from financial institutions or debt collectors. And those letters are usually billing statements or collection letters addressed to your child. And they shouldn't have any debt if they're under 18. So make sure you're opening any letters that come to your house in your child's name. Another common sign would be if you get those robocalls and they're asking for your child. That's usually another debt collector trying to collect a debt from your child, even though they're a kid and shouldn't have any debt. So answer those calls, as annoying as they are. See who's calling, what account they're calling on, so that you can start to gather information on behalf of your child to get rid of this fraud that's taking place in their name. The ease of your child having a debit card can make life much easier as opposed to giving them cash every time they need to go out. But you have to keep in mind that with these debit cards, these scammers can gain access to their account through any number of means. We've heard of the scanners at gas stations or ATMs. Nowadays, it's even possible if the card is inserted into a chip processor without a scanner, there's machines that can allow the fraudsters just to stand near the scanner and intercept that information. There's no, duplicating involved. It's just taking that burst and stealing the account information. In those scenarios, what happens is the fraudster will drain that bank account. So if you see that on your account or a child's account where there's a whole bunch of unauthorized charges, you need to dispute that right away. And after you dispute it, give local law a call and we can take you through that process and assist you, or sue the bank right away to get your funds back. With minors and unauthorized charges on their bank account, it can run the whole gamut of the fraud. Oftentimes, when someone has access to your checking account information or your child's checking account information, you'll see a small tester charge. Maybe they're buying a gum at the gas station or something small that usually goes undetected, because what the fraudster wants to know is, can they get away with it? Can I use this card that I've created or duplicated myself? And if it goes through, that's when they know that all bets are off and they can just swipe and do a whole bunch of larger charges until the card gets rejected. If you notice unauthorized charges on your checking account, the first thing you should do is call the bank and tell them that I did not authorize this charge and it's fraudulent or something that I did not incur. The reason for that is that the law, the Electronic Funds Transfer Act, only gives consumers 60 days from the date the fraud hits their checking account statement to report it. So the second you see it, just give the bank a call and report the fraud. From there, you can involve the police, and I recommend you do, in terms of the checking account fraud. And you can also contact our office at Local Law right away, and we can walk you through the process of disputing with the bank, getting a police report, and anything else you need to substantiate that you did not make this unauthorized charge. Fraudulent charges on minor accounts often come in the form of small charges known as testers, and once that goes through, they'll drain all of your kids' money. If you notice something like that, dispute it right away directly with your bank. And once you've done so, the bank has to do an investigation, and if they reject the claim, that's when you have standing to sue the bank and not only get that money back, but also get significant damages on top of just the money being stolen.